It has been an exceptionally busy spring here on the homestead, and I have been running around like crazy doing all kinds of different things and trying to get ready for spring, like real spring, right? The weather has not been cooperating. It's been snowy a couple of days, it's been raining, it's muddy, and it's been consistently 30 to 45 degrees. In the mornings, it's even colder. Sometimes it's even down to like 28 or 29. But spring is officially here, and so I'm getting started on some of my garden projects. So I am constantly asked always about herb gardening. How do you start herbs from seed? How do you successfully do your herb garden? And I want to encourage you, if you're just getting started with herbalism, that maybe you should consider going and buying pre-seeded herbs this year. You can get them from your local farm store, you can get them from Lowe's or Home Depot, any type of store like that, just to get you on the right foot this year. Perennial herbs will come back every year, so that's a no-brainer. You get that in the ground this year and you won't have to worry about it next year. But if you're wanting to start from seed, then there are a few things that you need to know before you get started. First, start with a really good and efficient organic potting mix. Now, you can make your own mix. I have this recipe in my book, The Homesteader's Herbal Companion. Or if you're like me and you're in a crunch this year, which I am always in a crunch, then you might just pick up an organic potting soil from your local farm store, which is what I did this week. Now, I don't like bringing inside a huge 50-pound bag of organic potting mix, so I keep this little bag on hand that I put my potting soil into and bring it inside the house to get my work done. I love little plastic 4-inch containers. I do the soil blocks as well, but I love using the 4-inch plastic containers because they're reusable and you can use them every single year, and it's so frugal that you don't have to worry about it in the years to come. I was able to get a 100-piece set from Amazon, and it worked out really well for us on a budget. So start by wetting your soil. I pre-wet my soil before I pack it in my 4-inch pots. And then I go ahead and pack it very firmly into the pots so that there's not any air that can get in, because your potting soil, if not completely wet, it's gonna decrease and go away. It'll be less fluffy after the first couple of days. And so pre-wetting your soil and then packing really, really hard into the pots is key to get your herbs and seeds started. The next step is putting just a little indent into each pot, which is one of my favorite things to do. It gets your hands dirty and really gets the vibe going as to, oh hey, I'm actually gonna start seeds right now. So start by putting just a small indent into each pot. This is the well that your seed is gonna go into when you get ready to plant them. Drop each seed into every little well and just cover it just slightly with some of the remaining soil that's in the pot. Don't pack it down. Seeds love sunlight, and so not packing it down will allow a little bit of sunlight to seep into that potting soil so that you get really good germination on your herb seeds. The final step for me, I love putting my pots on a cookie sheet. This allows me to water them from the bottom up. It's really important, whether it's vegetables or herbs, to water your plants from the bottom up, just like nature would. Sometimes I'll spritz the leaves once they really get germinated and going, but I love watering from the bottom up so those roots get established really well and they know to grow down into the pot so that they really get healthy and strong. Make sure you place your pots in a greenhouse, whether it's an indoor greenhouse or an outdoor greenhouse. I have a really cute, efficient greenhouse in our kitchen. We get a lot of sunlight in the back of our house, which is really important. Sunlight, sunlight, sunlight. I cannot stress that enough for your seedlings. So if you don't have a greenhouse, whether it's an inside or outdoor greenhouse, you really need to consider at least putting your plants and your new seeds where the sunlight is best. This is why a lot of people choose to get the little greenhouses. That's why I chose to get one, and I really, really enjoy it. It makes a difference in seed germination. And that's it. You have planted your very first seeds, whether it's vegetables or herbs, you've planted them. It's that simple. Continue to water from the bottom up, and over the next couple of weeks, you're gonna see these cute little sproutlings pop up. Now, keep in mind that a lot of herb seeds are very, very small, and so therefore the plants are gonna be very small, which is another reason you need to consider watering your plants from the bottom up. Pouring water or even misting water on your herb plants can ruin them. It can cause them to fall over. It can cause them to just be really, really weak. So go ahead and water from the bottom up and just watch those little seedlings grow. Over the next couple weeks, I'm going to show you just how well they grow, and I'm going to even take you through the process of putting them into the dirt and watching them grow and get bigger, and how to transplant them efficiently and effectively. That's what's going on around here. I hope that you guys are having a great day. If you haven't checked out my new book, The Homesteader's Herbal Companion, I really encourage you to. It is not only telling you how to use herbs, how to preserve them and harvest them, but all of this information with the potting mix and transplanting and starting your seeds, all of that is in this book. If you pre-order it now, you can get started in April. It should be in your hands mid-April, and you can get started on your very own garden this year. Hope you guys have a great day. Happy homesteading.